Good morning, good morning, good morning. Sorry I am late. Welcome to your early morning intuitive guidance. I'm Dr. Bonnie Nussbaum, America's kick-ass coach and psychologist, and here we are on this Thursday at 6:36 a.m. Central Time, up to our behinds in snow. So, yes, I know we had quite the reprieve there, but it's probably about 4 inches of wet, heavy snow with a layer of ice underneath. And they didn't cancel school. I am amazed they didn't cancel school. So since we are right across from the middle school, I figured I'd better shovel the sidewalk because there are going to be a whole lot of disgruntled teens stomping through here in short order. So hope it's lovely weather where you are, wherever that may be. And hopefully some of you will find me this morning. We'll see. Maybe some of you will be watching after the fact. But I kind of stomped in here to pick out the card deck for today. Good morning, Cindy. Welcome, welcome. Sorry I'm late. We have snow everywhere, and I felt like I needed to deal with at least some of it before I jumped on here. So sidewalks are cleared. The apron of the driveway is cleared. Of course, as soon as I started shoveling it, the plow went through. Good morning, Lisa. Glad you're here. I'm sure you're up to your behind in snow also. What fun, what fun. So it's pretty out there because it's so wet and heavy. It clings to the trees and stuff and makes kind of the winter wonderland as long as you're on the other side of the window. But I went to pick a card deck. I was going to pick the Nature Portals deck because I just felt like a nature card. And the Soul Coaching deck flew off the shelf at me. And I'm like, okay, fine, I get the hint. So excuse me. And then when I read the card, I'm like, oh yeah, I get this. This makes sense. No snow, huh? It's set into the 70s. Well, you snot. I guess we're supposed to make it to 34, so I don't know as though that's sufficient to get it to melt, but it may be sufficient. Good morning, Joe. It may be sufficient to make it all the heavier as it condenses down into itself. So, yeah, it's perfect snowman snow, but I don't know as though I have the energy for that. So, anyway, the plow went through, bermed up the end of the driveway, so I had to shovel that out. Thus, we are a little bit late today. Good morning, Susie. Glad you are here. So, the card from the deck that leaped off the shelf at me, Soul Coaching deck, Denise Lynn, was Voyage. Voyage. And the words underneath, I am safe and loved no matter where I am. And this was so interesting coming on the heels of a friend of mine that likes this particular astrologer, Amanda Ellis. And she was talking about, my friend was talking about her 2023 prediction video. So she sent it to all of us in our coffee group. And I watched roughly half of it last night. Some interesting stuff in there. So if you want to check it out, her name is Amanda Ellis and it's on YouTube. And it's entitled 2023 World Predictions, A Year Like No Other. And she kind of tongue-in-cheek at one point, good morning, Renee, says, oh, it looks like Carolyn must have snuck past me. Good morning, good morning. So she says, yes, a year like no other. I know, 2019, 2020, 2021. But interesting stuff she had to say. So, Voyage. Voyage. Here's our card. You ready? Some nice deep breaths. Just opening up to receive. Here we go. Card meaning, a journey is coming. And I've been meaning actually to tell all of you, good morning to you, Renee, glad you're here. I've been meaning to tell all of you, in a couple of weeks, I'm going to be going to Mexico for a week. My friend Kayleen is hosting a Goddess Women's Adventure. Good morning, Lisa, glad you're here. And I am happily attending, and thank you to my sister and my daughter for covering with the dog for me, and Dad. So, my hope is I'll be able to do, good morning, Tom, glad you're here. I'll be able to do some videos from Mexico, but we'll have to see how the signal is and all of that kind of stuff. hopefully it won't be a whole week lapse of YEMIG. I can do them while I'm there, and I may just make stuff up rather than taking. I have this itty bitty teeny little suitcase that fits underneath the seat so that you don't have to check anything. So I'm going to give it my level best to make sure everything I want to take for a week fits in that little bitty suitcase. So we'll see how I do. So here's our card. Voyage. Card meaning, a journey is coming. Rather than staying in a safe harbor, let your sails unfurl to the wind. And that was kind of what she was talking about on this A Year Like No Other video. Good morning, Beth. This is a year to really test your wings, to really put yourself out there, to be the entrepreneur or take some risks, because they won't be as big a risks as you feel like they are on the front end. Do some stuff. Start checking crap off your bucket list. This is the year to really make some stuff happen, okay? If you get to the end of 2023 and you have pretty much done the same old, you're not going to be a happy camper with yourself, all right? The universe absolutely knows, cherishes, and protects you as you ride the currents of your life. I love that. Good morning, Tammy. Ride the currents of your life. So we're going to go on a little bit of a ride here. And one of the things that Amanda Ellis said was, there's going to be some bumps. There are definitely going to be some bumps, but not to fear. It's going to work out in the long run. The more we can surf the waves, the better off we're going to be. All right? Your soul wants you to know your life is a spiritual journey, and it isn't always what it seems. There have been no wrong turns. Every adventure and misadventure was a part of this course. You're a sacred traveler on a pilgrimage to your soul. There's always a deeper meaning to your life's journey than what appears on the surface. Ding, 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 ding. Even when you're sailing through dark waters and stormy seas, if you allow yourself to feel it, you'll know that you're always seen, loved, and cherished by the universe, the creator, your angels. The affirmation is, I am safe and loved no matter where I am. This reminds me of that. Oh, Florida. Good for you, Tammy. Good for you. Yep. So, again, when I'm in Mexico, I'm going to attempt to do YEMIGs every day anyway, because I'm an early morning person, and I'm thinking most of the other people who are going to be traveling with me are maybe not. So I can go and sit up on the top floor. We're doing an Airbnb and sit by the pool and chat with y'all. Hopefully the internet is really good there. By the time I get there, Kayleen should have scoped out the good spots, the sweet spots for where to sit to pick up the best signal. So that'll be awesome. But for you, what are you going to do this year? What are you going to do to get yourself out there a bit? I'm looking here, and let's see what she says. It's a year like no other, and a great one for creatives, entrepreneurs, inventors, and all those who can adapt and be fluid. Not a year for being stuck in old ideologies, mindsets, or my way or the highway. A great year for heightened intuition and spiritual gifts to arrive, but beware of ungrounded seers that have the branches but not the trunk of the tree. Great opportunity to learn discernment for all. Good morning, Deb. So what she's saying there is, you want to look, first of all, you want to be your own guide. You have what you need inside of you. You don't need gurus. Certainly, if you want to enhance your own understanding and knowing with the words of some others, fabulous. But I don't want you hooking your caboose onto anybody's train, including mine. I am not your guru a la Tony Robbins, right? So, then my sister just dropped in a message. Hi there, how much snow buried you this time? So I'll have to get back to her once we're done here. Good morning, Maria. Glad you are here. So this is going to be a year to put yourself out there. Good morning, Mary. To do, if you've got a side hustle you want to start, this is the year to start it. Get on with it. Make some stuff happen. And the seer thing, that's what I wanted to go back to. Many, many, many more of us are going to be coming into our gifts, being able to, yes, don't hook your caboose to anybody else's train. You get to be the train, all right? And don't allow other people to hook their caboose to your train either. We can walk beside each other. We can walk each other home. But we're not meant to be pulling someone else along, and they're not meant to be pulling us along. As Lisa says, be your own guru. Gee, you are you. So, there. That's enough for all the little cliches for the day, maybe. I don't know. I'm kind of loaded with them, right? The point is, discernment is going to be paramount. Your ability to tell, more of us are going to be getting, opening to the gift of clairaudience, clairvoyance, what all of those things that we like to believe are just for some and not for all. No, we all have capabilities. People are going to be hanging their shingle out. Hey, I can tell you exactly how you ought to be running your life. Beware, beware, beware. What you want to look for, if you're going to look for guidance outside of yourself anyway, you need to look for people who are solidly grounded on Mother Earth, yet can reach into the heavens. All right? They have both. That solid grounding is so important. My friend Flo said the other day, and I just loved this. I wrote it down. Basically, it was something along the lines of, you don't want to be so heavenly that you're no earthly good. Okay? You don't want to be so heavenly that you're no earthly good. Don't be flying around up there. You gotta, you move into that realm, but you keep yourself grounded on Mother Earth. You're here for a reason. You're here on Earth for a reason. So you need to stay grounded in this also. I had a hell of a time with that when, probably 10, 12 years ago, when I was beginning to develop intuitive skills, I was sailing around all over the place up there. I was not grounded. And my friend Bobby Silverstone was integral in helping me be able to figure out, how do you do both? It isn't an either or. It isn't I'm either grounded solidly on Mother Earth or I'm connected to the divine. It's and. I'm solidly grounded on Mother Earth and I'm connected to the divine. All right? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Don't be so heavenly minded. You're no earthly good. We need to, here's where we're operating. This is the playing field, right? So we need to bring those gifts that we are being granted to Mother Earth. Make them useful to ourselves and to others, right? So again, her admonition, Amanda Ellis, was use discernment. Use discernment. If someone else is telling you they can tell you how to run your life, run, don't walk to the nearest exit. Nobody gets to take your inventory. Nobody gets to tell you how to do you, all right? A good seer will hold big space for you to figure it out on your own, all right? That's our job. Hold big space for you to figure it out on your own. We may say some provocative things to kind of get you thinking and moving in a specific direction, but it's not our job to call your path in life, right? So, a lot of good stuff today, right? Voyage. So the way I read the Voyage card is, it's not just, what are we going to be doing in this year? Where are we going to go, literally and figuratively? But it's also the voyage of your life. And 2023 being one of many years of your life. What do you want to do with this year? In the words of, who was that? And I'm sure Cindy will know. What do you want to do with your one amazing, Mary Oliver, what do you want to do with your one, something like your one amazing, fantastic life? What do you want to do? Start making it happen. Start making it happen. Don't let fears, don't let what ifs, don't let yeah buts get in your way. You're on your voyage. Enjoy the voyage. Don't be sitting in your stateroom with the door locked. Wander yourself out to that deck. Feel the ocean spray on your face. Be present, be present. Oh, ocean spray. That reminds me of something else. She's talking about water. That, Mary Oliver, yes, yes, yes. This is the year for, and honored, I wore it today. Aquas, teals, aquamarines, etc. I even put on my bracelet. That's the portal. It's a water year. And the portal is going to be the blues and the greens, etc. So really indulge in those. Nature, 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 right? So Whenever you're near a body of water, for those of you who carry tobacco, offer a little tobacco to that water, thanking it for being there, thanking it for keeping us alive, doing our work. I actually have a board meeting tonight. I sit on the board of Michigan Interfaith Power and Light, which is an advocacy group that started out by working to get solar panels to inner city churches, but has expanded broadly beyond that, doing a lot of things that I really like. Energy audits for churches so that you can figure out how can we better improve the green of our church. Houses of worship. They now call it houses of worship because not every faith goes with the word church, right? So I think that's cool too. But we're going to be laying out what are we going to be working on this year, and I can't wait to see what they've come up with for goals. What are we going to be aiming for? But getting the word out. Pretty much, I think most states have an IPL, Interfaith Power and Light. So Google it. Google it in your state. Find out how you could volunteer, be of assistance to your IPL. But I love my group. And